Hello and welcome 12 Commerce students. This is your another business studies class, and in this class I am going to start a new chapter of business studies from part B section. So the name of the chapter is financial management. So today the topic of our discussion is about financial management. Now, this is from part B of business studies book of your business studies syllabus. Now, financial management, before starting this chapter, I want to just discuss what is finance. Finance is the lifeblood of any business. Any business required ample finance to carry out its operations and carry out its smooth functioning. Finance is mainly required because of purchasing or procurement of resources and material, hiring manpower, and to carry out the production. So finance is the most important factor of any business unit. Now, finance helps a business in many ways. It helps to carry out the day-to-day operations of a business. It helps to purchase the fixed asset of any business. It helps to meet up the regular expenses of a business. It also helps to maintain the gap between the production and the sales. So finance helps the business in many aspects. During the recession or trade cycle, finance is also required. Now, the financial structure of the company, the financial structure of any company can be broadly classified into various categories. Now first we will try to learn the classification according to the categories. So first the finance or the financial structure of a company can be categorized under the basis of time period. So on the basis of time period, financial structure of a company can be classified. On the basis of time period, the financial structure of the company can be classified. It can be classified into three distinctive categories. Number one is long-term capital. Number two is medium-term capital. And number three is short-term capital or short-term finance. These are the three main categories of financial structure. These are the three main categories of finances of a company that can be classified under the basis of time or the period of use. Now first we come to the long term capital. The long term capital is a capital which is required by a business house for a longer period of time, usually more than 5 years. More than 5 years, that is 5 years more. So these type of capital is required for a period of more than 5 years. Say for 5 years to 20 years it is required. Long-term capital requirement, the period of use of this capital is from 5 years to 20 years. Now we come to the medium-term capital. The medium-term capital, this type of capital is a capital which is required by the business house for a period of ranging from 1 year to 5 years. It is required from 1 year to 5 years. And the last one, short-term capital, as the name suggests, it is a capital which is required by a business house only for a period of less than 1 year. So this is less than 1 year. This is less than 1 year. This capital is required for less than 1 year. The requirement of short-term capital is for less than 1 year. So these are the broad classifications. Now the sources. There are few sources of this long-term capital. What are those sources? The sources can be issue of shares or issue of debentures or any fixed deposit. These can be the sources of this long-term capital. Now come to the medium-term capital. The sources can be issue of preference share or issue of debentures or receiving some short-term public deposit or loans from industrial finance. Now coming to the short-term finance, which is taken up, which is invested in the business for less than 1 year, and the sources can be trade credit, bank overdraft, short-term borrowing, etc., etc., etc. So these are the different type of sources. Now I'll clearly explain to you or write to you the sources of these long-term, medium-term and short-term finance. Long-term, medium-term and short-term finance. Sources of this long-term finance can be issue of shares or debentures or long-term loan. Whereas in case of medium-term finance, it can be preference shares or accepting, receiving public deposit. So preference share, issue of preference shares or accepting public deposits. Public deposits. These can be the sources of medium-term finance. Now we come to the end, that is the sources of short-term finance. I am rubbing this portion and writing different sources of short-term finance. Different sources of short-term finance. Short-term finance sources can be many. These can be trade credit, bank overdraft. I am using the short form of bank overdraft. I am writing OD for that. Then it can be bills of exchange, installment credit, bills of exchange or installment credit. Customer advances can also be one of the examples or one of the sources of short-term finance. Installment credit. So these are the different sources of short-term finance. Why I have written this? I have written this only to help you to learn the MCQ questions, because in the MCQ question or in the short question it may come that give some examples of short-term finance, give some sources of short-term finance. In that case, whether you are asked to give long-term or short-term or medium-term, you have to write the examples from this class. So short-term finance example or sources are given here. You can write it from here. So till then, goodbye. I'll come up with some next topic in my next class.